There is 4 games to go until the Europa League final at the Puskás Arena. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today this is my Europa League quarter-final predictions. We are now into the last day. We are 4 games away from the Europa League final. So yeah, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe. Let's get into the video. Of course, the first game is at the Stadion Feyenoord in Rotterdam. It is Feyenoord versus Roma, and in fact, it is a repeat of last season's Europa Conference League final. Of course, last season, was the first season of the Conference League, and of course, the final was between Roma and Feyenoord in Albania. Of course, Roma did win, and Jose Mourinho was the first manager in European history to win all 3 UEFA competitions. He's won the Champions League with Porto, he won the Europa League with Manchester United, and of course he won the Conference League last season with Roma. So Feyenoord will be looking for a bit of revenge. As you know, of course, Roma did beat Feyenoord in the final last season. But both teams are having a decent season. Feyenoord doing really well in the Eredivisie, and the Feyenoord haven't actually lost a home game in the Eredivisie this season, and Feyenoord have only lost twice in the Europa League this season, whilst Roma have lost 3 times. Of course, their last defeat in the Europa League, Roma, was in the last round. They lost the first leg of the round of 16 game with Salzburg 1-0. And Feyenoord, I think their last defeat was in the group stages. I can't remember who it was against though. I did watch Feyenoord in the second leg against Shakhtar Donetsk, and to be fair to Feyenoord, they were brilliant. They absolutely battered Shakhtar, and it ended 7-1 to Feyenoord. Feyenoord were just absolutely fantastic. They were marvellous. They were brilliant, and yeah. But it's not going to be easy, because Roma, they're doing good. Of course, they're fighting for a place in the top 4 in Serie A. Feyenoord are fighting it out for the title in the Eredivisie. But I think this game will be really big, because of course, if looking at the Europa League bracket, because of course the winner of this game, the winner of this tie, will play the winner of Bayer Leverkusen and St. Toulouse. So to be fair, it's a big opportunity for one of Feyenoord or Roma to get to the final in May, I think it is. I'm not sure. But yeah, for me, it's going to be a really good game. Prediction, I'm going to sit on the fence and go Feyenoord 2, Roma 2. I'm going to go 2-2. Okay, then the next game is at the Bay Arena. It is Bayer Leverkusen versus Union Saint-Gilloise. And who would have thought Union Saint-Gilloise will get this far in the Europa League? You've got to give credit to the Belgian side. There are 3 Belgian sides left in Europe. You've got Saint-Gilloise in the Europa League. Of course, Club Brugge got knocked out by Benfica in the Champions League. And of course, you've got Anderlecht and Ghent. Ghent have got West Ham tonight in the Conference League, and Anderlecht have got AZ Alkmaar also in the Europa Conference League. And by the way, guys, if Ghent beat West Ham and Anderlecht beat AZ Alkmaar, we're going to have a Belgian semi-final in the Conference League. Yeah, we're not focusing on the Conference League, it's the Europa League. But yeah, honestly, fair play to Saint-Gilloise. I think Saint-Gilloise are top of the Belgian Pro League. I think they're first or second. Actually, I think they are second, because I think Genk are top of the Belgian League at the moment. But to be honest, I think absolutely no one probably expected Saint-Gilloise to get this far. And you know what? Fair play to them. They beat Saint-Gilloise, knocked out Union Berlin in the last one. So you know what? Fair play. Because Union Berlin are doing really well in the Bundesliga this season. But of course, it's another German opponent in Leverkusen. Of course, they've got Xabi Alonso as their manager, funny enough. Of course, Leverkusen, in the last round, they beat the Hungarian champions Ferencváros, which I'm not surprised about, because Ferencváros do crap in Europe. But considering how Saint-Gilloise have done this season in the Belgian Pro League and in the Europa League, they've done really well. So I don't think it'll be easy for Leverkusen. But Leverkusen, sometimes this season, they haven't been at their best. But, you know, both teams will want to go for it. Of course, the winner of this tie, like I said a few minutes ago, will play Feyenoord or Roma in the semi-final. Then they'll play either Juventus, Sporting Lisbon, Manchester United or Sevilla in the final. Of course, we'll talk about those two games in a second. But I think it'll be a good. I think it'll be close. You know, St. Toulouse will really go for it. They'll want to get to the final, and if they do, fair play. Leverkusen want to go for it. Same with them if they get to the final, and fair. But prediction, I'm going to sit on the fence and go with another 2-2 draw. By Leverkusen 2, Union St. Toulouse 2, 2-2. Okay, then, and the next game, we are going from Germany to Italy. We're going to the Allianz Stadium. It is Juventus versus Sporting Club de Portugal, or Sporting Lisbon, whatever you want to know them. And it is a massive game, of course. This actually would, if Arsenal would have beaten Sporting, it would have been Juve v Arsenal, which definitely probably would have been watched. But to be fair play to Sporting to knock out Arsenal, considering how well Arsenal are doing this season in the Premier League. You know, I think they're 6 points clear of Man City in the title race. But, you know, Sporting, to be fair, in both legs, the first leg in Lisbon and the second leg at the Emirates, Sporting played really well. And, of course, I think we all remember that Pedro Gonçalves halfway line goal. What a goal that was. I remember watching the game with Cody and I thought, oh, what a goal. But, you know, it's another tough opponent for the Portuguese side. But I think I'll give Juve a really good game. Juve, of course, they did beat Freiburg in the last round. And I watched the first leg of that game against Freiburg. And to be fair, Freiburg started all right, but Juve just got back into it. But it's going to be tough for Juve. Sporting, I think they're third. I think they're third in the Portuguese league this season. They got some good players in their side. Sporting got Manuel Ugarte, of course, got Marcus Edwards. They've got Trincao. Wolves fans will know him. And they've got some good players in their team, Sporting. And Sporting, in a big European night against a big European club, Sporting always showed up. We saw it in the last round against Arsenal at the Estadio Jose Alvalde in the first leg, and at the Emirates Stadium in the second leg. And of course, Sporting gave Arsenal a really good game. So if they can perform against Arsenal, surely they can perform and potentially knock out Juve of the Champions League, of the Europa League, sorry. But yeah, prediction. I am definitely watching this game. I'm not watching United Sevilla because, to be honest, Sevilla. I don't know what's happened to Sevilla this season. I don't really know what's happened to Sevilla this season because we'll speak about them in a minute. But yeah, prediction. I'm gonna go Juventus 2, Sporting Lisbon 3. I think Sporting are going to win this game. It has goals in it for me. And I think Sporting will nick it just. So, 3-2 to Sporting. I do apologise for that noise outside. Oh, it's my neighbour, Caroline. But yeah. Okay, sorry about that. And of course, the last game is at Old Trafford. It is Manchester United versus Sevilla. And it is Sevilla who have made the most appearances in the knockout stages with 47. Tonight will be Sevilla's 48th appearance in the Europa League knockout stages, which is just incredible. And Sevilla are the kings of this competition. You know, they've won it 6 times. They've won it the most out of any team. But Man United, you know, they'll want to do the treble. Of course, they've already won the Carabao Cup. They'll want to win the Europa League, and they'll want to win the FA Cup as well. Of course, they have got Brighton in the semi-final, and of course they play either Manchester City or Sheffield United. Imagine Sheffield United in the final of the FA Cup. Fair play, they actually managed to somehow beat City, but I think City should win that one. But yeah, anyway, Sevilla in the league though, they've actually really struggled this season. I think they're down there in the relegation battle. Of course, Sevilla, you know, of course they were in the Champions League. They didn't do great under Lopetegui. Of course, actually, when Lopetegui, when he was at Sevilla, Sevilla were playing. Oh, who were they playing? I think they were playing Dortmund. I think they were playing Dortmund at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, and during the game, Sevilla actually sacked Lopetegui during the game. I've never seen that before. A manager who's got sacked during the game. I've never seen that before. But of course, they have got the. They've got the. I think the ex-Argentina manager. I think they've got the Argentina manager that managed them in the World Cup in 2018. I think they've got him. I'm not sure, but I'll have to check after this. But it's going to be tough. Man United doing really well this season. The question is though, is Rashford going to play tonight? He got a bit of an injury in Saturday's win against Everton. He went limping off near the end of the game. So, and Marcus Rashford has actually played in every single game this season. So, if he doesn't start tonight, it'll be the first time this season that Marcus Rashford has missed a game for Manchester United. But, you know, I think... how are United going to do without Rashford if he plays? Who are they going to rely on? Is it going to be Sancho? Is it going to be Fernandes? Is it going to be Weghorst? Who knows? But Sevilla are the kings of this competition. They've won it 6 times, and they've won it 6 times for a reason. They want to win. They want to win it for a 7th time. But prediction. I think United will do it. You know, they're at home. United, you know, well, to be fair, United last round, of course, they beat Betis, and to be fair, in the first half of the first leg at Old Trafford, apparently Betis played very well. And actually, funny enough, this is Manchester United's 3rd Spanish. No, it's not. It's this is Manchester United's 4th Spanish opponents in the Europa League. Of course, they played Sociedad in the group stages. They played Barcelona in the playoff round. They played Betis in the last round. And, of course, they've got Sevilla tonight. And, of course, they can't play a Spanish team. If they beat Sevilla, they can't play a Spanish team. Because, of course, if they beat Sevilla, if they knock Sevilla out, they play Juventus or Sporting in the semi-final. Then they play either Feyenoord, Roma, Leverkusen or St. Toulouse in the final at the Puskás Arena in Budapest, Hungary. But prediction, I think United will do it, even if Rashford's not going to be there. I think Man United will win. So score prediction, I'm going to go Manchester United 2, Sevilla 1. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash like, subscribe, and I'll see you for the second leg predictions next week.